Hello, welcome to the Tasty Classics Christmas special. This is the last episode on the Rotten Rusty Rascal, which I'm hoping by the end of this episode I can turn into the reliable, restored Rascal, which would be amazing, wouldn't it? The last time you guys saw it, I just managed to sort of scrape it through 12 months MOT, so it was road legal for the first time in 16 years. Because when I got it originally 2 years ago, it looked like this. So by the end of this episode, what I would like to do is not only have the thing completely restored and with some Tasty Classics logos on it and some nice stuff like that, all ready to be my merch hauler for the rest of time, but I want to use it for a very special purpose because this is the Christmas special and I feel a little bit charitable. And what I'm thinking of doing is at the end of this episode, hopefully the van's going to be all done before Christmas, and I'm going to pile all of this stuff into the van and we're going to drop it off to two very deserving local kids charities. And there's also quite a bit of stuff here for an animal shelter that I know and like a lot, because it's Christmas for animals as well. Come on, you know. There's some really cool bits here. I've got stuff for like all age groups. This is like a set of keys. Oh look, there's like, has the focus just opened? Weird. And there's stuff for some older kids as well. Like I've tried to get some like more educational bits, like make your own solar system, meteor dig kit, and loads of like arts and crafts stuff. So, you know, they can just like, I don't know, make things, do stuff. Like watercolor paint sets. I don't know, do you remember these as well? These are cool, aren't they? Got a ton of those. So that's really good. Loads of chocolates and stuff as well. Loads of nice bits. Just kick this over here. Some, yeah, bits for younger kids like this here as well. This is by Fisher Price. They're the same people that make a lot of my tools, which is good, isn't it? A good smattering of car stuff. Lots of cool car stuff everywhere, which is really good. So yeah, it's going to be a good Christmas for a few kids. Hopefully we can help. And I say we because look, you guys, if it wasn't for the likes, the comments, the shares and the hitting the subscribe button, I wouldn't have been able to do this. You know, I've got this big car collection outside. I do the job of my dreams, you know, so I just feel like it's a good opportunity for me to give something back. And honestly, pat yourselves on the back as well, because if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be doing this. So thank you very much for supporting the channel, if you have supported it over the last couple of years that I've had it, you know, because you didn't have to, but you did. And I really, really appreciate it. And I'm sure these kids are going to appreciate it as well, you know, on Christmas morning. I'm actually going to take one of these home, I think. I'll want to play with that later. But yeah, so what we need to do is get this Rascal restored first. I've got a massive job ahead of me. It needs all painting, it's got to look immaculate, stickers being read, it's got loads and loads of work ahead. So let's find out where we begin. Yeah, it's pretty good. Now I think the best place to start is in here. I haven't got tons to do and it's a cold, sort of damp day, so I've got the heater on, trying to blast the inside, and I've got the big metal doors shut, so that's good. Look at all the presents in the back. So yeah, we're just gonna get cracking on with this really. I just want to put a bit of filler to cover some of these welds down there, a bit of stuff, clean all that up again, paint it all white, just with a rattle can. You know, this is just, let's just get it done, let's get it out the door. It's not going to win any prizes, but I don't want to win any prizes, I just want to use the thing. And then we're going to clean all the dashboard up properly, make everything really, really nice, do all the windows, everything all lovely. And then tomorrow, the doors can be shut on the van and they won't be opened again until the outside is painted. That's the idea. So I've got today to completely box this interior off. I also managed to find online a new interior rubber thing for it, so we'll be putting that on as well, which is very, very handy. going to keep the floor nice and safe. Right, what's next? Bit of filler. Don't know if I've ever told you this, but I absolutely love a 10x caramel wafer. Always have done. I don't know, I think they're like the Motor Trade's sort of biscuit choice. Just everywhere I've been, in every job I've had in the Motor Trade, it has been very 10x caramel wafer based. But they are very nice. I'm using this fiberglass filler because it is super tough, and that's going to be where a lot of my feet are happening. So I thought, makes sense, doesn't it? The only annoying thing about this filler is it's very unruly. It's difficult to sort of get it to do what you want it to do, but it is super strong and tough. That'll do us. But you do end up wearing quite a lot of it. Putting a fair old whack of that on as well because it's cold and I want it to go off as fast as possible so I can get to sanding it. But I'm hoping the fact that that big heat is turning the inside into a furnace now is going to help. Let that go off, give it a bit of a rub down. Doesn't have to be perfect again, just want it less weldy because the bits where the welds are, they're all bumpy, and if I catch them the paint will come off and all that sort of stuff, whereas that's just going to little added layer of protection for your boots, from your boots. So thing to do now is I'm just going to give everything else a clean around it while I'm waiting for that to go off, and get ready to do some with the rattle cam. One thing that's far from ideal, now I've given everything a wipe down, this cable is supposed to go through a little hole here, out there, and in through there. But because I'm so good with a welder, I welded up the hole that it's supposed to go through. So it's just going to have to live there. There's nothing else for it. Don't want to drill a hole into all that nice underseal and stuff. So, great. Anyway, it's fine. Cable can just live there. I've got no way of tying it down either. Don't want to screw anything into the floor or anything. It will be fine. I'm almost certain of it. Rattle cans are amazing. I'm not going to bother with anything in there. I mean, it is what it is. This van's going to do next to no miles, and I'm going to own it forever, so whatever. I don't care. I've just reinstated the airbox down there as well, put a bit of primer and stuff on everything. Just waiting for that to go off. Over here, I've laid out what I've got to put in the interior. It's not a lot, granted. You've got the centre console bit, which I'm going to take over and give a nice scrub to now. This is brand new. And this is a floor mat, which is just exceptional, isn't it? So that's going to just brighten everything up in the cab. That bit as well went along the back, so I'm going to put this in as well. I'm just going to go and give it a good scrub as well, make it all nice. So yeah, we've got a few bits. I don't think there was anything else lying around, was there? No, I think that was it. To clean all these things, what on earth do I use? Well, this is Built Humber Surfex HD. If you're a car valeter or if you just like cleaning dirty cars, this is all you need. It is the best cleaner I've ever used. It just, oh, wrong one. It just brings everything up. I just brush it in with one of these and it is just so good. And it really just takes all the grime and crap, and it's a big sort of degreaser, but it really does make light work of anything. And again, I'm not sponsored by these people. I always say this, I'm not sponsored by them, I'm just telling you what I use, what I have used. Oh, it's nice to feel some warmth on your hands for once.
Difficult to tell, but there is now no dirt on that, which is, well, that's what we're after, isn't it? So how well you can see it. But yeah, it's very, very good stuff, that. So I'm going to do that with all that stuff there, and then we'll fit it back. But God, yeah, it does come up well. It does come up really well. This isn't taking as long as I thought it would. So while I'm doing the interior today, I thought I would start stripping the van down as well, ready for paint. Now, these things are super cool, but steady. If you drop that down there, you're gonna have a bad time. So what I like to do is, with all lights as well, cover the bulb, because paint always seems to end up on them. Bit of that, one of those round there, and just give it one of them, and then you can fish that out afterwards. And I'm going to do that with all of the lights on the van and anything else that I can take off, such as, see the mirrors and things there? It's literally just like 2 screws and the whole mirror comes off. So the van in its entirety is very, very well engineered, and stuff just, yeah, it's a little bit of a doddle. I'm going to take the sliding doors off to paint it as well, because I want to paint the inside of the sliding doors as well as the outside. But I can get into all this, and I'm going to mask it like that. Pretty cool. So I'm just going to carry on doing that now, get the tunes on, start stripping it down.
One day, like a tidal wave, a hurricane, like a thunderstorm, the pouring rain, it comes rolling in. And right away, oh, it hits you like a ton of lead. Oh yeah, it'll mess with your head. You won't know where to begin. You can't keep up, you fall behind. You lost your aim, can't clear your mind. Like a fire burning wild, a freight train you can't stop. Like a nightmare, but this time you don't wanna wake up. It pulls you in, it takes over, you just can't let go of the worst, best thing that's ever happened to you. No way, this is real, no it can't be true. Maybe for someone else, but not for you. Still you pray that it'll stay and hit you harder, don't go away. Hit you deeper, running through your veins for one more day.
Looks a bit funny, doesn't it? I've got everything that I can be arsed stripped off. I don't do door handles and door locks and stuff. You'll be there for the rest of your life getting these things in and out. I can't stand it, I hate it. Too fiddly, hands are too big, so leave those there, mask them up. The rear bumper is off. I have got a problem though. Do you remember me complaining in the very first episode about this big hole, this big smash? What I was planning on doing is fiberglassing behind it and sort of trying to paint it black and stuff, but it's just going to look crap. And also, I can't get into the back of it because it's like just one big piece of double-skinned sort of moulded plastic. Not double-skinned, it's just a big, I don't know, air mould or something. So I can't do anything about it. I'm going to have a look for another bumper now, but the only good one I've seen is mega money, like 400 quid.
for rear bumper. So we might just be cleaning this one up and putting it back on because I've not really got the time or 400 quid to invest in a rear bumper. I don't particularly need it. I'm not bothered about a mark like that. A bit annoying though. Can I stick something over it or something maybe? I don't know. Sticker saying ouch? Maybe. Anyway, good progress. Just going to start sanding in there now and painting. She's really starting to take shape. I've cleaned all the windows. I've put as much paint as I had onto the van, but I'm waiting for a couple more cans to arrive. I just need to clean all the dash and the gear stick and stuff, but I'm going to do that after everything's back in. But yeah, so I am sort of waiting for paint. Now, I've never done anything like this before in my life. Good place to start, I suppose, isn't it? But this is a hammer and dolly, I think. I think that's what they're called. This one's quite rusty. But there's a lot of these bits of the van which are sticky out. They can't be sticky out because when I put a skimmer filler over it or primer or whatever, they're still going to be sticky out. So I need to tap them back in. So I think you do it by like putting something on the back. Bear with. I can see the dents there where something in the back has fallen onto them. And I hold that there and sort of give it one of these, or is it one of those? That's actually working. Let's try and get you in a little bit closer. I don't know if you can see how much like this one here is stuck out, but if I put the pressure like that on there, so I'm not going too far in, and that's now almost flat. I mean, it's fillable. Oh, that's so good. A bit more on there. Nice. So I can easily put a skimmer filler over that now. And when I sand all those edges off, it'll be nice. I'm going to do that everywhere on the van, on the sides, where there's bits that are sticky out. So when I sand it, it's going to look a bit nicer. I mean, I'm not going for perfection, but I just want to do as best as I can. And I have got a little bit of time to kill. And this is fun. I like hitting things with hammers. Okay, 102,000 mile Rascal, not looking too chabois. Put the new mat in, put this old mat on as well, put all the plastics back in. Oh, I need to do one more bit. Forgot about this thing. Where does that, how does that live? Nice. So yeah, all looking smart. I've given everything a clean. All nice and spotless. So I'm going to seal these doors now. I'm never ever going to open them again until the van's painted. I've also been digging out some of the rusty bits on the van, and I'm going to put a skimmer filler over these. I've still got a few more to do on this side, but yeah, just going to dig all these out and then put that nice filler on. This is a bit depressing up here. The rust is inside, it's gone in between the roof
and the thing. So I think whatever happens, we are going to get a bit of brown coming there. I'll just have to make sure I polish it quite often and get rid of it. You know how this sort of like, you get these brown bits. Always the case on white vans, you see it everywhere, but there's not really else I can do with that apart from take the roof off. And then even then it'll probably come back in about a week. So I'm going to do all that, crack on, digging stuff out, and putting a bit of a skim of filler on, and then it's just a big sanding job then, you know, big old sanding job. I'm pleased with how this has come. I'm annoyed the seat covers haven't turned up yet though, but they are on their way. But yeah, I really like this rubber mat as well, and it's covered that cable and stuff. It makes it stick up a bit, but whatever. It's just smart. It'll do for me. A few bits all filled in. I've just got to wait for this to dry. Still got a couple more bits to do as well, and then do another layer on top of some of the slightly deeper ones. But yeah, that's all right. It takes ages for the filler to go off though, because it's so cold, which is annoying. So I just got to sort of sand other bits in between. Really need to do the roof as well. Shall I bother? No, I will. I'll do the roof. It's so cold. I thought this would like warm me up doing this, but it is not warming me up doing this. I've done quite a lot though. Struggling to sort of film me doing this because it's just dust. All you'd be seeing is dust and crap, and it's not very exciting. You've seen me sand a million cars. This is pretty much it. There's a big positive though with this one, but also a little bit of a negative. As I'm doing all of this stuff, I managed to sort of get in there done, which again is difficult because you're sort of doing it with your fingers and special sort of tools and stuff. And I've done these, which is nice. I've still got loads more of them to do, but I'm just sort of working around them. Because it's white, you can get away with murder, right? Like, white is the easiest colour to paint in terms of seeing imperfections or not. So you can use a bit of a rougher grade sandpaper and just generally, you know, don't worry about it too much. So that's the positive. The negative is, oh, look at all that snow. All this stuff. There's lines and folds and lines and folds everywhere. Lines and folds and lines and folds and lines and folds. Everything has got like a edge to it. You can't, like on a car, you just sort of get your big DA across the whole lot. But with this, I could DA that bit there, which great, but the rest of it, it's all by hand, which is annoying. So I'm just cracking on. I've just got to do it by hand as much as I can. I've got another sort of 2 or 3 hours before the daylight goes, so I'm just going to absolutely crack on as much as I can. I'd love to get this. I've got, you know, I'm filming another video at the same time as this, which you might have seen, I don't know. But I'd love to get like leaps ahead with this if I can. So I'm just going to crack on with doing it, put the tunes on and just sort of occasionally pop the heater on and stand in front of it. But it is coming along okay though. It's not too bad. It's going to be all right. Progress. I've sanded a lot of this stuff down, so we're nice and flat in places. Doing the best with what we've got down here and stuff. I think that's going to look okay, you know. Just tidying up some other little bits, just getting in there with stuff. I've still got to do the whole body with the DA, but I'm just trying to like get into some of the detailed bits, and still got to do up here, and yeah, just loads of stuff, and like in all these bits. Difficult, isn't it? But I'm getting there. Down there and stuff as well. Oh, I need to put some filler on that bit there. Let me just do that. That's better. Should look okay. So yeah, I mean, still I've probably got another 2 days of sanding, I would say. Maybe 1 day, but the days are very short at the moment because I have a load of stuff I need to do in the mornings. And then like I get onto this. So I've only really got like 4 or 5 hours in a day, but it's okay. It's all right. I might be able to do it, give it one big push tomorrow, Saturday or Sunday, and then we can think about cleaning and priming and painting and all that good stuff, which would be fun. And then it's just putting it back together, which won't take long at all. So I'm hoping to get ahead of the game. But then we've just got to do all the other stuff like getting a sign written and stuff, which could take time because we're all very busy. It's nearly Christmas. Anyway, I better crack on. Sounds like there's a brass band playing inside my head. She's sanded completely. Even the blooming roof is sanded. Everything that I need to. I'm not bothering with this, but I'm going to mask all that off because I can't be bothered. But all this is done. Oh, I've got to put a little bit of filler in these stone chips. Okay, not all the sanding is done, but majority of it. It's looking good though. It's looking really good. These were just the biggest nightmare ever. So annoying. I had to get those stickers off because they were flaky and peeling and just dry rotted and just, they were bad. I had to get underneath them and it was just layers and layers of crap. There was no way I was going to get them off anyway apart from sanding them, and it took forever. Same with these really, just took so long to do. But they're done, which is good. And now all I need to do is do a couple of little stone chips on the front and then give her a big air bath. I'm going to take her outside and just blow off with the air hose, get rid of all the dust off it, have a big tidy up in here, and then tomorrow I can look at starting to mask her up and getting some primer on. That'd be amazing. I can't believe it, but like I think it's like a week till Christmas. So I've really got to crack on with this. But it's looking really good. Oh, that was a massive dent there. Do you remember that massive dent? It's gone now. But that was, you know, that's what sort of 2-3 days worth of sanding looks like. Anyway, it's all good. I don't know what I'm going to do with this when I paint it. I'm just going to have to sort of, I don't know, I can't take it off because it's the aerial. I can't be bothered rooting through the dash to pull it out. Anyway, I'm just going to do these little stone chips. Just going to put a tiny skim of filler on those. And then, yeah, big tidy up time. So I was just about to go home, got all my stuff together, cleaned up. It's about 4 o'clock and I thought, I can't go home. I've just been looking at the calendar. There is just, I'm recording another big video at the same time as this, which is a bit nuts, I know. But that's just how it was. You know, these couple of big videos now and then it's possibly a couple of weeks break over Christmas. If we can make it to Christmas, getting these 2 videos done. Now, I need to get this thing into primer tonight. I'm going to shut the door, put the heater on, try and warm this place up, get it to sort of, I don't know, 10-15 degrees is probably realistic. Mask it all up and just get it in primer. And if it's in primer, I'm ready for paint then, and it's a big sort of step done. So I'm just going to crack on with that. I need to do inside sliding doors at the bottom, and I'm just thinking time-wise to do all that might be a bit too time-consuming. So what I'm going to do is probably go at those with a rattle can another time. You know, just make them all nice with a rattle can, because getting the doors off, tightening them all up, painting them, doing all that sort of stuff now is probably, I don't know, that'd take me, I don't know, a couple of hours aside. And painting them is a lot more difficult. I've not got any things to put sliding doors on, so I can paint both sides at once. You get the idea. So I'm going to get this thing into masking and then into primer. See how long that takes me. Interesting. Okay, the heater's on, it's starting to warm up a bit in here and all the masking's done. I just need to knock these bits down, the stone chips, mask the wheels, and then give it a big panel wipe clean all over, and then I can throw some primer on it. It's not taking me too long, so excited to see this thing all one colour. It's going to be good. Primer's grey as well. I've got loads, if I had more time, I've got tons of different colours from various projects in the cupboard there. It might have been fun to just do one panel each, kind of like an old Harley Quinn polo, but it's probably a bad idea.
I've got my primer primed, and this is my panel white. So I'm just going to give the whole thing a bit of a bath now, and then we can just spray it on. Hopefully as easy as that. Another reason I quite would like to have got it done tonight, because it was 10 degrees today, and it's going to stay like that for the next couple of days before it drops back down to 0. So ideal for sort of letting things set, you know. I've sort of got myself set up on the roof. I'm just going to go for it. She's all grey, bit of a grey area. Cool. Looking good though. There's about 1,000 dents and dings that I missed. Again, problem being white, it's so hard to see anything, and yeah, didn't have any time to do any sort of black coat and get any whatever. Don't even care. Can't even see them. When it's all white, it'll be mint. But yeah, it's looking really good. Really makes me wish I was painting it a colour, not white, but nice sparkling white one I think is going to be fine. With all the Tasty Classics graphics on it, it's going to look good. I'm really tempted now, see as it's warm in here and everything's clean and masked up, and the dust, there's like next to no dust, I don't know what's going on. But I'm tempted to paint it, so I might go and sit in the car for sort of half an hour and just, I don't know, do some phone stuff and then come back and start laying some paint on it. I could probably do, I think, 3 coats, that'd be enough. It'll probably take me another hour or so. I think it might be worth it, then it's done then, isn't it? Okay, I'm going to do that. It's eerily quiet in here, isn't it? So the van is 15.5 degrees. I'd like it more like 20, but that's going to do for me. Right down there, 13.6. Again, would have liked it a little bit higher, but I'll go light on the coat so I don't get any runs. I'm going to get runs. I always get runs. Because I'm painting in a massive cold shed in the middle of December. Look at this colour.
Ooh, excited to see it go on. Very impressed with my progress today. I didn't think I was going to get this much done. I think a lot of the time it is just overthinking it, isn't it? Just worrying and going, like the sliding doors, going, oh, I've got to get them off, I'm going to put them, how am I going to paint both sides at once, how am I going to do this, how am I going to do that, when it's just like, just crack on with the bit that matters, and then, worry about that later. Don't have to try and do everything at once. Now the primer is grey, and I think ideally it should be like a yellowy colour, but I haven't got any of that. I've only got grey. It is going to make it easy to see which bits have been painted and which bits haven't, but again, yeah, not totally ideal. It should be fine though. Just put a few coats on. I'm thinking 3 coats should be enough. I'm going to go fairly light with this first one though. I'm going to start on the back here. And I'll get up onto the roof. Okay. What do you reckon? It's pretty good. It's looking good. It's looking good. I think I'm going to go home now. It's a bit foggy in here. This is the best thing I've ever done in my life. I love this van, and it's taken to the paint like a duck to water. It just absolutely loves it. There's going to be 0 runs, and I'm not just saying that because of all you lot. I'm saying 0 runs. This is incredible. It looks so good. The paint is just, it's going to be hopefully just put it back together and get it out the door type job. I mean, there's no sort of, factory fresh orange peel. Not really anything. I've got to, there's no cutting and buffing going on. It's just super slick job. I mean, it's going to you know, when it goes outside into the daylight, I suppose it'll be different, won't it? But it's just superb. Really, really is. It just looks mint. I'm dead happy with it, I really am. So good, so good. Right, I need to get home, get showered, and I'm going to come back tomorrow and demask it and see what we've got. I'm in. It's the morning, early doors. Not a single run. Come on. Paintwork's beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous, stunning, gloss. It's just settled perfectly. There's no cutting, there's no buffing. It is just, you're on your way, you know. You're driving around in this straight away. Absolutely beautiful. Proper nice job. I'm getting good at this. I like painting cars. I am getting good at this. I am thinking though, for next year, because this has been a bit of a challenge the last few weeks, last month or so, well, last couple of months, getting so much stuff done in such a short amount of time. Like, this is no easy feat. Like, this takes a lot of time. With this Capri, I'm going to take it easy on the Capri next year, but also I'm thinking, because it's going black, for the bodywork, I'm going to send it off somewhere to be done, just to sort of free my time up a bit. I want to do more, you know, resurrections. I want to do more sort of will it runs, and I don't think many people are that interested in seeing this sort of restoration stuff, because every time there's a video out of the same car, it tends to drop off. So we'll get all the engine and stuff done in that, but I think for the body it's going to go somewhere else, just to sort of give me more time to make old Rovers run again and things like that. It'll be a bit more fun. But yeah, I'm made up with this. So good. And now the fun bit, get to take all the masking off. Brand new Bedford Rascal, happy days. It can go off to the sign writer and be stickered up, which is handy because I don't know how he's going to react to me saying, can you do it for us like now? I've prepped him, but I think maybe he thought I was only joking when I said I needed it done before Christmas. I'll see you when it's done and we can see the big reveal of what she looks like. I'm very excited to see though. The new Tasty Classics merch hauler in all its glory. What do you reckon then? Is it like a brand new one? I think so. It's so nice. It's so nice. I'm just totally made up with it. Really am. This has been the most graft I've probably ever done in my life. 2 months I've restored this van, right? And filmed about another 5 videos, edited them all, done all the other stuff that goes on in the background. I am ready for a holiday.
So I'm probably going to have a couple of weeks off now. But I've got some other stuff that I've been filming in the meantime that's going to go out to you. But I'm so glad that this big job is kind of behind me. And I've got such a wonderful machine for the rest of my life now. I can use this as my little merch van. I'm thinking as well, there's a couple of things. So this Tasty Classics logo there, and this one here, this is only temporary. This was just a very, very quick job. The signwriter guy had like half a day to do this, so there was no time to go through like, what do you want, where do you want it, design this, you know, what should we do, you know, sending emails back and forth. There was just no time for any of that. What I really wanted him to do, which he's smashed out the park, is recreate the Vauxhall badge, the Rascal badge, the whole black strip along the side. You know, it just looks superb, looks so good, finishes the van off. The Vauxhall and the Rascal on the tailgate, and this brand new Bedford logo from 1910. I think it's Bedford logo, I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it is, because Bedford was established in 1910 and it's got to be, so it kind of makes sense. But either way, I really like it. And I want to thank a guy called Anthony Lines. So Anthony Lines recreated this logo for me in a vector file and emailed it over. And I just gave it to the signwriter and he printed it out, which saved me a load of hassle. If he hadn't done that, I don't think I'd have had the time to get the signwriter guy to recreate that. And he did it all just from the video, just from a video still. And it just looks perfect. So pleased with it, honestly. And again, on this side, just so mint, so mint. I'm absolutely chuffed to bits with the whole thing. It's come up so nicely. Look how happy it is. Look how happy the van is. It's just the most glorious thing in the world, isn't it? I love it. You seen this as well? Did I show you this? This is something my sister made for me. It was like an original of this when it was sad. It's cool, so that's just going to sit on the dashboard there. And I've got my air freshener in as well. And last night, managed to put all the toys in the van, ready to be distributed today. And hopefully create some smiles on Christmas Day morning, which is going to be awesome. And that's going to be the first proper test drive of this thing on the road now, is we're going to head out to Chester and to Saltney, where the animal shelter is, and we're going to drop these presents off. And we're going to see what this thing's like on the road. And I'm hoping it's going to turn some heads. Some people are going to go, ooh, look at that shiny Rascal van. Do you remember how bad the wipers were and stuff? Spent a bit of time doing those, just made it all nice. It's gleaming. I'm so pleased with the paint job as well. No, not a single run, no flatting, no buffing. It's like it came out the factory. So nice. Well pleased with that job. Unfortunately, I never had time to sort the drop on the door, but don't care, really. Kind of is what it is, isn't it? But I'm looking forward to taking this to some shows next year and having all the merchandise all sort of, you know, full in the back, and you guys can have a look at the van and buy it all. And what I'm planning on doing is, when I get into sort of spring next year, is I'm going to get a signwriter to sort of design something really good on it. Just, I don't know, something really cool. Loads of like Tasty Classic stuff, but I'm going to do that in the new year. I don't know what I want yet, so I'm just sort of taking my time with it, really. That was just a bit of a, let's just get something on it quickly. But I am thinking of something bigger, a bit more substantial and cooler. If you've got any ideas, let me know what you think. Let me know what you're thinking. Or email me any designs. But anyway, I think it's going to be a merch hauler. And I just want to show you now. So every day we're working our socks off just to get all of this stuff out to you. Hopefully going to arrive for Christmas Day. And it's worth mentioning, we got loads and loads of stock in. We've got so much stuff, loads of hats and things as well. Tons of bits for you to order. And there's loads of stickers, and there's tons of sticker books and stuff as well. These are my favourite thing in the world. You've got little sticker packets, you open them up, and then you put stickers in the sticker book. Now these are going to be going on now until the end of next year when we'll release the 25-26 one, but look at the Rascal there. That was when I got it. That was the day that I picked it up on the trailer. And look at it now. So good. But yeah, all this restoring vehicles and doing all this kind of thing, it gets very, very expensive. So if you want to help me out and buy any of that merch that you've just seen, there is a link in the description. You can go on there and buy some of the merch. I don't know if you're going to get it before Christmas Day now, because we won't ship out again until Monday, and then it's just Tuesday's Christmas Eve and then Wednesday's Christmas Day. But you will get it shortly afterwards. And just whenever you're watching this video, just, you know, if you want to buy something, you know, do it. Unfortunately, I haven't got any Tasty Classics Christmas hats, but that's not going to matter in about a week anyway. But yeah, so I hope you're pleased with how it looks. I know I am. Let's hit the road. Not a bad Christmas present, is it really? Pretty chuffed with it. I mean, I don't mind that it will probably only do 60 mile an hour. We need to get it on the Tower of Power actually, don't we, at some point? Wonder where it'd go. All right, my guess is 20 seconds to 60, 25 seconds. But it doesn't matter. It's very comfortable, it's very enjoyable to drive, a lovely little thing, and I am very pleased that I did it, that I did all this. 2 years ago, gave this thing away. I didn't give it away, but I paid 1,200 quid. I got 1,200 quid less for it than I paid for it when I bought it back 2 months ago, and almost nothing had been done, and whatever had been done, I needed to redo a lot of it. Oh my God, the sun's coming out. It's a sign. But I don't care about the money. I'm so much money and so much time into this van, but I just don't care. It's unique, I think. You know, when was the last time you saw another one that wasn't on, you know, Netflix, on Brassic? You just don't see them. Don't see them knocking about. And now people who live around Cheshire, they're going to. And when you come to the car shows, you're going to see it. It's going to be there in all its finery. This is so, so, so good. Now, the first charity that we're going to, it's called Kids Bank in Chester, and they're really good. And what they do is they distribute stuff to families in need and kids in need and stuff. So they're a great place for me to drop off the first, you know, quite a few big boxes. And then we're going to go to the animal charity in Saltney. And then on the way back, we're going to drop the last of the stuff off at the other charity, the Families charity near me.
Of tonight's crucial game on BBC Radio Shropshire tonight from 7. Head coach Craig Harrison said,
what else do you want in this van? I don't know. I don't know what else you could possibly need. It's great. Can really feel the wind like changing the direction of the van for me, which is fun. But yeah, I'm gonna make it. Come on, yes. Yeah, the wind is well, it's windy, isn't it? And this is like a giant sail just flying through with a very, like, the wheels are sort of tucked in at the bottom, so that's why it doesn't take much to sort of, you know, to roll one of these things. Oh my God. Oh my God, I could flip this on its back so easily. Oh my God, without even trying. I reckon if I just lock this over, just like that, it'd just go straight over. I'm not going to do it because I just spent ages painting it, but, you know, I think if I did, it would. It's definitely worth mentioning that this is going to be by far the longest this thing has driven for a very, very long time. Well, for 16 years, since it last had an MOT. And it's being used as a van. There's stuff behind me. We've even got all our posts for dropping off at the post place to try and get it out to you quicker, rather than waiting for our collection. And I'm using my van as a van. This is the longest it'll have driven for. So I'm not nervous because I trust in this. I believe in it. I can see how happy it is. I can feel how happy it is that it's back on the road and that I've taken care of it. I'm getting good vibes from it, so I'm sure it's going to be okay. And if it does go wrong, I can just lift that seat up and fix it while I'm going along, can't I? Which is a good thing about this old Rascal Suzuki Carry, whatever you want to call it. Look at this rascal in, you know, a real life working van, just in the middle of all this modern traffic. What do you think? Look at this thing here, and then you've got that there. It's got so much more personality and niceness. Look at this paint job. Oh my God. It's like brand new, this thing. Absolutely love it. This door still doesn't shut properly. I need to do a bit more work on that, I think, unless something's pushing it out from inside. This is the last bag of parcels to go in. Oh my God. Hoping you all get these by Christmas Day, by the way. Today's Thursday. Tomorrow this video goes out, so if you're watching it on Friday and you are expecting anything, it'll be in the post service somewhere, and you know you're probably going to get it Saturday or Monday, or, you know, worst case sort of Tuesday. But if it doesn't arrive, it doesn't arrive. You know, it's just one of those things. It will arrive. We're doing everything in our power to get it out to you, and they're all tracked as well, and I think you get tracking information, so you can have a look. Right, let's go and deliver these presents. Kids Bank first in Chester. How do we get out of here? Sounds good as well. When I say good, I mean, it, you know, sounds like it's at least running on all four, which is nice. Oh yeah! I'd like to take this thing round the Nürburgring one day. What do you reckon? Should we do that? Probably best not. I think it literally, as soon as you dropped into the carousel, it'd just fall over, wouldn't it? Probably. Right, we're moments away. We're now closed. You are joking. Bit of a pain. I mean, the problem is like, you go on there, on Google, it says open till 3 p.m. And then you go on their website and it says, we are only accepting new Christmas gifts at this time. And yeah, it doesn't mention anything about them being closed or anything. So I guess we're gonna have to miss these guys this year. We need to get these in front of kids, but this other charity, a lot of families there, and they will make use of everything. If they don't make use of it right now, you know, a lot of it is like sort of craft stuff and things like that, which they will make of over the next year, will make use of over the next year. But would have been nice to get them to these guys, but anyway, it doesn't always work out, does it? I thought giving to charity would be like a lot easier than it is. It's a little bit tough. My fault for not ringing them ahead, but everything said they were open, so I just sort of assumed they would be, and yeah, they're not, which is definitely my fault. And then the animal sanctuary, I've just it's quite, you couldn't make it up. The address that I had for them that I was given is like a registered office. There's no one there. It's not like there's not a sanctuary there. I don't know where this sanctuary is. I don't know where is all the animals. Do they want the food? Where are they? There is no. If you type in animal sanctuary Chester or whatever, there is none. There is nowhere you can go to just drop stuff off, apart from this place that we're going to now, which you'll all know, it's Pets at Home. And the Pets at Home has a donation point where I can give, there it is there, look, all of the stuff, and they will drop it off to this other charity that blah blah blah, all this sort of stuff. But essentially, I've just bought all this stuff from Pets at Home and I'm dropping it back off at Pets at Home. I was hoping to have a look at a couple of little dogs or something. Pet a dog on the head. It's purely my naivety, this, isn't it? Next year, just write a cheque. It'll be easier. Just go write a cheque. Anyway, let's lug these couple of massive boxes into Pets at Home, where we bought it all from, and say, hi, we bought all this from yesterday. Here, have it back. Interestingly, I've just spoken to the Pets at Home people, and the box in there is for the local one. It's for Archangels, which is what I was hoping to be donating to anyway. So it's kind of worked out. Visibility is like, could be better in this one. So that's really good. So it is, the pet stuff is going to the pet charity that I wanted it to, but I was hoping to have a look at a little cat or something. Anyway, I've got a cat at home, so I'll just look at that one when I go in. He's boring though. I've had him for like 14 years. Hasn't changed, just does less nowadays. Anyway, so at least it's going to them. So that's going to Archangels, loads of pet food and stuff, so that's going to make a good difference. And that's one down. And the rest of this stuff we're going to drop off on the way back to the workshop. It's good news, we're getting there. This van is being very van-like. It's just a little workhorse flying around Chester at the moment, just doing stuff. It's great. I just spoke to that Kids Bank, the charity that was closed, and she phoned me up and she was just like, yeah, Dad, sorry, you know, we always close this time, it's just we like to get stuff out, and they're busy at the moment distributing presents to people's where they are, so that's why they're not in the building, because they've already done that. She says if you want to donate to us, you have to just do it much earlier than the, well, I think we're on the 16th today, or 17th of December. You've got to do it much earlier than that, which is fine unless you're me, and as usual everything is the last minute. 100% electric Nissan Leaf police car. If you're in a pursuit and that started chasing you, you'd laugh your head off, wouldn't you? I could probably outrun it in this. Anyway, so yeah, fair play to them, but what we're going to do is we're going to go to Save the Family, which is really good, on the way back to the workshop now, and then next year, and we're going to give Save the Family all the presents, and then next year we'll give it to the Kids Bank. Easy. It's all working out in the end. It's really good. So yeah, happy days. And the van's brilliant. Couldn't get any better. It's bad over speed bumps. It feels like it's going to do a backflip when you go over a speed bump, but it's fine. Look at the rainbow. There's a rainbow. The presents are at the end of the rainbow. How magical. That was perfect. That was really good. I loved that then. That was great. She gave me a bit of feedback as to what exactly goes on there, and it's all sort of like families that have might have been something bad's happened, going through a bit of trauma or something, or you know, there's victims of like domestic violence and stuff there as well. So and a lot of them are women with young kids, and it's just great that we've been able to drop all that stuff off. And remember, you guys have really helped with all that. Wouldn't have been able to do it if it wasn't for you watching all this, watching me do stupid things with cars at Christmas. So much fun, so much fun. And I've just noticed as well, everybody lets me out in this van, you know. The whole time I've been out in Chester today, everybody just waves you through. It's great. It might be because of the Christmas hat. I don't know. But brilliant. I hadn't really felt Christmassy up until now, but after she showed us around everything then, to the 24 little houses there, and they're all full of people that need stuff like that. So I like to think it made a little bit of a difference. Look at my van, my nice shiny new paintwork. It's all muddy. God, that was a lot of fun, wasn't it? enjoyed doing that, even though it was a lot more difficult than I thought it would be. I probably made it look easy there in that thing, but in reality that was about 4 hours, 5 hours of you know, doing stuff. Lots of sitting on your phone going, oh my God, what are we going to do now? Oh my God. Ah. But we got there in the end. And hopefully it's all been for a good cause. And this thing is, well, I'm so happy with it. Genuinely so happy with it. It drove like a new one then. The heaters are a bit sketchy. I get like hot heaters from the window bit, from the windscreen bit, but not from the side bit. So I need to have a look. I think something's fallen off or something. I don't know. I need to have a little bit of a look at that. But aside from that, it is perfect. It drives so well. Engine's a bit rattly, but whatever. We'll stick a Kawasaki in it next year or something. No, we won't do that. We won't do that. Maybe. No, we won't do that. I need to do other things. Got other cars to put fast engines in. Anyway, look, thank you very much for supporting this channel and all these crazy car stuff that I do. It means a lot that you watch all this stuff. It really does. And look, I'm not going to see you again before Christmas now. So I hope you have an amazing Christmas. I'm going to do my best to have a great one as well. It's going to be a lot of fun. Looking forward to it. It's now I think we've got 4 days to go, 5 days to go till Christmas Day. It's going to be good. So I hope you all have an amazing one. And thanks again for all your support. I'll see you again soon. Bye.
Oh,